Hello, everyone. I just figured I'd make another short video tonight since I haven't done one in a while. As always, I have my little sidekick here, Kaylee. She's my little night owl. She stays up all night and keeps me up all night most of the night, but that's how kids are. I just wanted to say that I've been watching a lot of the live streams over the past few days and had a lot of fun. Everyone who's doing it, hey, I love you. I support you 100%. These live streams are extremely fun. Everyone gets to kind of talk to each other and get to know each other a little bit more, and I think it's great. Nope, she's hungry again. Look, she's having fried catfish with mashed potatoes and gravy. Can't get any better than that. But just wanted to let you guys know kind of what I've been doing. I've basically been taking care of the kids. It's been pretty busy. Been helping my parents out a lot. They needed a little more help recently, and of course with the holiday up here, Halloween, all that was pretty busy. Also, one thing I wanted to talk about. Today was actually the first day here in Oklahoma for the constitutional carry law, meaning, anyone, as long as you're not a felon, can carry a firearm, either open or concealed, without a license. And honestly, although I'm happy to be able to have my sidearm back when I go out places, it just feels natural for me because I did it for so many years for work. I'm actually kind of conflicted about it because I'm happy I don't have to pay $200 for a license every 5 years to do it anymore, but at the same time, I really wish they would require some kind of training. I mean, right now, you ever meet one of those people in public that, or maybe it's a friend or a family member or something like that, and you just think, oh God, I hope they never get a gun. I mean, they're good people, and they're friendly and everything else, but for some reason they don't strike you as a person, the kind of person who could be responsible with it. And that's what I'm a little conflicted about. I don't like the fact that just anyone can do it. I mean, I think you should have a minimum of some kind of a firearm education class or something like that. Not to mention, you should have to qualify for it. You should have to actually go out, shoot, and prove that you can hit a target. Prove that you can hit what you're shooting at. Because otherwise, if something does happen, and you start opening up, you pull your gun and you open up on a bad guy, then you don't know what you're going to hit. It's not as simple as point and click. I mean, there's a lot behind it. And you really need to know what you're doing, otherwise you're just endangering the public. And, I've got a lot of friends and family actually, that are either current or former law enforcement and military. And, they all say the same thing. You don't want to just put a gun in the hands of someone who's never done it before, who's never shot, who barely knows how to operate the gun itself, and you really don't want to you don't want to carry a gun that you have never shot. I mean, that's the biggest mistake, probably. But I just wanted to kind of share my feelings on that. I really wish the state would just say, okay, yeah, you can do it, but you need to go through a class first, and then afterwards you get a certificate. It's not a license. You don't have to renew it. Just a certificate saying, okay, I can shoot. And, I know what I'm doing, kind of thing. And then, maybe ask people to requalify every year or so and just go out to the shooting range, have some fun, requalify. Hey, no big deal. If they did that kind of stuff and they did it and they offered it for free, people would do it. And it would bring up the education level a whole lot more, so that you wouldn't have just everyone doing it. Me personally today, everywhere I went, yes, I carried my little bang bang on my waist right here. But, I know how to be safe with it. As far as open carry goes, I don't really condone open carry. Open carry is one of those things that, unless you are a law enforcement officer or military, then you probably haven't had the training required to open carry. I mean, anyone, if you carry that tucked into the back of your pants, or even on your hip, what's to stop someone from, when you're standing in line at the grocery store, okay? What's to stop someone behind you from just coming up and yanking it out of the holster? Nothing. Unless you have weapon retention training, which is a vital part of it. I cannot stress that enough, people. You have to be able to hold on to it and prevent a bad guy from taking it from you at the very least. And that does not mean pulling your gun. That means being able to be aware of your situation, being able to wrestle for it if need be, and keep that gun in the holster. Yeah, it might not help you in the holster, but it's not going to help him either. I've had the training, a little bit of it, and, like I said, I've hung around with a whole lot of people that are law enforcement and military and security, everything else. I was a security supervisor at at several local casinos here for total about 12 years. And for a long time, I was the only one allowed to carry. One casino, I was the only one on that shift allowed to carry because only supervisors carried. And another casino, I was literally the only person in the casino qualified to carry. So, I've had practical experience. I've had people that would, come in the casino, get drunk, decide to look big for their friends, and try and walk up behind me and grab my gun. I have had that happen. They didn't get it. They usually ended up eating carpet because I slammed them on the floor. But, it just goes to show you how fast it can happen. And for no reason. Two people I can think of that tried that, they didn't have anything against me. They weren't trying to hurt me. They just went into the casino, played a little bit, had a few drinks, and then just decided it would, be funny to try and take someone's gun, to try and take the security guard's gun. And they found out real quick it wasn't funny. I haven't worked in casinos now for several years, but I do kind of miss it. It's a hard environment to get used to if you're not used to it. But, it can be fun too. You meet a lot of good people, both employees and just your regular customers that come in. I mean, the bad ones are few and far between. Do you see them every day? Yeah, definitely. Every shift? Yeah, definitely. But there's so many people that come in and out that those are just, they're nothing compared to the number of total good people you meet. Someday maybe I'll go back to that, but for right now, I'm happy being Mr. Mom. I get to spend a lot of time with my little girls that make my life very interesting. So, life's good for now. If the things change in the future and something happens, maybe financially, whatever, and I have to go back to work, then believe me, I will in a heartbeat. And I know quite a few people around here in this area that would probably hire me without even blinking. I've got a good reputation around here for the most part. But I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. That whole open carry thing, or the constitutional carry thing, just kind of got to me a little bit, and wanted to get a few things off my chest about it. Some people are extremely happy about it, others are extremely mad. But I'll tell you, if you're either of those people, you should not be carrying a gun. Period. Because the true people that are experienced and trained and know what they're doing, they're on the edge about it, like I am, So, I don't know, I just wanted to get that off my chest, and I haven't uploaded a video in a while, so I figured it'd be a decent subject, considering it is a big thing here in Oklahoma. I don't know about where you are. I've noticed in a lot of places it's not so big of an issue, but in Oklahoma, well, this entire area of the country, I mean, Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, quite a few other states, I mean, guns are a part of our daily life. It's as common to see someone with a gun as it is to see someone carrying a pocket knife. I mean, they're everywhere. So doesn't really have anything to do with violence. It's just part of the culture. Guns are a tool. People use them to put food on the table. They put them to, use them to protect their families. They use them to scare, animals away from eating their crops. Because we do have quite a few, well, this is a farming community. So we have quite a few farmers around here that, it's not always the big animals that you have to worry about, say the deer eating your crop, or the wild pigs destroying your property, which is a big deal, by the way. I get some really monster hogs around here that are very dangerous, and if they ever taste blood, then they get a taste for it, and they will attack people. But, coyotes, things like that, that's not so much a big deal. Here, a big thing is shotguns, because these farmers, to them, the worst plague in the world, we have these little black birds here. I don't know what they're called, but they're only about 4 inches tall, 4 to 5 inches tall, and they swarm. There can be thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of them in a swarm. When they fly over, it looks, they block out the sun sometimes. And all they do is swoop down and eat all of the farmers' crops. Corn, wheat, anything, basically. If you can grow it, they can eat it. And they will. So the farmers use the shotguns, not so much to kill the birds, They just want to scare them away. They want to get rid of them. Well, you fire a couple of shots off in the air, and the noise and the smell of the gunpowder runs them off. You know, problem solved. So, you know, guns are something that in Oklahoma, it's not about a violence thing. It's just a cultural thing, and people use it. It's almost like a survival thing. I mean, people use them every day. Like I said, people are as comfortable with guns as they are with pocket knives. The only problem is some people don't know how to use even a pocket knife. And some people are just a little off and shouldn't be anywhere near anything like that anyways. But I think that's up to the community, really, to keep those people away from them. You know, that's not something you can legislate. It's up to the local people to know your neighbors and make friends with them. And, you know, if they start saying, hey, I think I should get a gun, or I should do this, I should do that, and you know they shouldn't, then just let them know. Tell them, hey, I don't think that's the right option for you. And it's that simple. All we need is people to stand up and be friendly and take a little responsibility for their own actions. That's a big problem in today's world. No one wants to take responsibility. It kind of makes me sad, but it's the way the world works right now, or at least the way the U.S. works. That I can say for sure, but anyways, I think I've rambled on too long here. So I'll see everyone in the next video, and let me know in your comments if you have any comments or want to let me know what you think on the issue. Then hey, I'd be happy to hear it. I love discussions. I love debates. And hopefully it won't be so long before the next video, because I actually enjoy this. YouTube is like my stress relief. So I'll see everyone later, and if you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. It really doesn't matter, you know. At least I'm getting views. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.